Hello, crypto boys and ghouls, and welcome back to the channel, Tales from the Cryptmancer, where we feature content on play and earn games on the blockchain, such as Parallel. And in today's video, I wanted to walk through what I'm doing specifically in Parallel around flipping and buying and selling cards on OpenSea using the base chain, and how we're doing that to improve our deck and get better at Parallel, earn more prime rewards, and just rank up higher in the game. Now, before we get started talking about the buying and selling on OpenSea, I just want to drop this referral link for Parallel. If you haven't tried Parallel yet, definitely probably should look into it. Here's a link here as well as in the video description on how to get started. If you use this link, you'll be able to get 2 free apparition packs when you join. And we're having some really good luck with members of the channel getting legendary pulls on these free apparition packs. DeFizz got a legendary last night on stream using the link and joining Parallel. I was able to also pull an apparition pack and get the legendary Sanctuary Universal card as well as a rare relic here for Shroud in my apparition pack. So yeah, good stuff all around for joining Parallel. Now to the topic at hand, talk about how do you buy and sell on OpenSea, and what's the advantage to doing that? Because I know many of my audience here are also Splinterlands players, and one of the advantages of Splinterlands is there's an active market that you can buy and sell and trade and flip cards on. The same can be said about Parallel in that there is on OpenSea a market that uses the base network. I'll leave a link in the video description below on how to directly go to OpenSea and hit that link. And basically, if you want to sell cards on base, there's no listing fee to do so. And if you want to buy cards, the gas fee is like a penny, basically, to buy a card. Now, what I specifically have been doing is taking cards out of my starter deck that I have and basically selling those on OpenSea and taking the proceeds from those sales and buying cards that I'm actually going to use. And what do I mean by that? If you look at the starter deck, for example, here for Cathari, there are 40 cards that you get, NFT cards, as part of this starter deck purchase. Now, there are a number of cards, especially in this deck, that I really don't use. And I mentioned this in other videos as well, like this Tome of Ateo, the Rousing Signum, Antius's Forecast, Archivist's Pride, Backup Copy, Formatican's Exalt, Beloved Donor, are some examples of cards in this deck that I really don't play a lot. I usually bank them and don't really find them as a key to my victory. However, cards that I do want to have more of it, and I guess Hydraless Chamber would be a part of that as well. But I would like to have a second Beacon of Neas to make sure I can draw this card at some point during the game. Synchronicity I use frequently, as well as Sing Triple. Now these, you get 2 of these cards in your starter deck, but you can play 3. So having 3 of them is beneficial. Velarusi Cohorts, having a 3rd copy of that is beneficial. And then obviously getting some of the neutral cards that you can play here and swap into your deck is also beneficial. So what I have done is I've taken cards that I really don't use frequently in my play or my play style. I've listed them on OpenSea, I've sold them, and you can see here I've made a listing here. Well, you can see here some of the transactions and stuff of what I've sold, what I've listed and stuff. And here is an example of what I've been able to do thus far, just to show you that this can be done, not only basically trading out cards in your NFT starter deck to get a better deck, but also to do some card flipping as well. So you can see here I listed and sold some Antius's Forecast, a Backup Copy, 2 Archivist Pride, and also some improvised projectiles from the Core deck. You can see here I would sell them and get about 21 cents per NFT. Now here are the cards that I've subsequently bought from those proceeds. So I picked up a second Beacon of Naeus so I can make sure I draw that relic in my deck for Cathari. I bought a third copy of Velarusi Cohorts. I bought a third copy of Synchronicity. I bought a third copy of Sing Triple. I also got a Bionic Tweaker card for the Ogden Core deck. So basically, I sold, it looks like here, 7 cards. I was able to pick up 5 cards there in exchange for that and have a little bit left over. So it's not a direct one-to-one trade necessarily, but again, for me, it's improving my deck and my chances to win because I'm getting rid of cards that I don't use or won't use probably in the future and getting cards in my deck that are beneficial that will help me win. Now, when we talk about flipping here on OpenSea on base, it's the same thing as in Splinterlands. In this particular case, I saw someone list Vengeful Allies here at 33 cents. I know that card is a popular card and sells usually for much more than that, so I scooped those 3 Vengeful Allies up. I've already sold 2 of them. You can see I'm selling them for $2.77 and $2.81. So now I have basically $4 here to play with, plus I'll probably sell another one here in the next 24 hours. That'll give me around a little over $6 to buy new cards with here. So is it a ton of money? No, it's not. I'm playing with basically, house money, or basically just cards that I have from starter decks. So I don't have a lot to splash around with here. But the point is there is a way that you, as a maybe not a free to play player, but as a very low investment kind of player coming into the game, buying a starter deck for like $35, you can swap cards and get better cards here on base with very low gas fees and improve your deck and do so and not have to really reach into your pocket and spend really any money per se. If this is something that's interesting for you, I know a lot of Splinterlands players like to flip cards, buy cards, sell cards. You can do so on base with low gas fees. Again, there's no listing fee. There is a market fee of 12.5% basically. It's a creator fee and an OpenSea fee. So you have to count for that. That's what column E is here, total after fees. But other than that, you can definitely do that. You can look for opportunities to flip, to get some extra funds to buy more cards. And if you like that as part of the game, outside of the game, as far as stacking stats and finding ways to create something from nothing, well, this could be interesting for you. Again, it takes time. I mean, not a lot of time, but it takes some time to monitor stuff and look at things and buy things and sell things. But if that's something that interests you and you like doing that as part of your gameplay, well, you can certainly do that here in parallel. So just wanted to show you how you can do that in OpenSea with very low fees from a gas perspective, how it is possible to do it, and you can improve your deck. I can tell you that right now with my NFT starter deck with these adjustments and changes, I am playing in Gold 1 from a league level in parallel, and hopefully after our stream tonight on Twitch, I'm hoping to be at the next level here in the game. I believe that it might be Platinum or it's Diamond. I'm not sure which specifically one it is, but we're hoping to get there with basically just starter cards and some of these slight adjustments by making some trades and swaps on OpenSea. So again, hopefully this video has been beneficial for you. If you are interested in giving Parallel a try, if you are looking to look at the OpenSea and the base network and see what you might be able to do on there, again, there'll be links here in the video description below to get you started and get you on OpenSea. Until next time, keep stacking those stats.